Developing news tonight, an Indiana man recovering after he was shot while working at a Family Dollar in Gary.
This is the story of Gary, a city in Indiana, USA, where we will be taking you through a modern-day ghost town.
Wow, look at all that. The church is abandoned, the bank.
Mattresses and debris in the street, boarded up and broken windows.
Dude, look at the slabs right there. The tools are there to cut up the bodies, to examine them.
The new mayor of Gary wants 10 shuttered schools demolished over concerns they could be crime havens.
And now Michael Jackson, he actually lived down this street over there, which we're gonna go to. But this was his actual elementary school, so he would walk to school every day.
We're live in Gary, Indiana tonight, a town mourning a legend lost.
It's an American ruin, the once grand, long-abandoned City Methodist Church in Gary, Indiana.
As bad as everything may seem, there is still hope for the future.
Hard Rock Casino of Northern Indiana is donating $3 million in matching funds to help with economic development.
We here in Gary love the Jacksons.
Holy what is that? Do they transport the bodies? Are you scared to go to Gary, Indiana today or not?
I've never been there. Yeah, I don't want to get shot.
True. So I guess you're right, because if you haven't been there, you're going to have this mindset that the news and everyone brings you up like, holy crap, this could be bad. But is it bad? It could be, actually. Let's get into the history. Every time I talk about Gary, Indiana to other people, even exploring, they're always like, watch out, you're going to get shot, things like that. Yes, it is pretty bad down there. As of right now, 36% of the population is in poverty right now there, and jobs are still being cut and things like that.
Your statewide news network covers Gary. U.S. Steel will lay off more than 200 workers at its now idled tin operation in its Gary Works facility. The company tells state officials that 244 workers will be affected. The company says the move is a result of market conditions out of its control.
It all started back in, I think, 1906 when Gary was created. And they call this the Industrial Awakening, where everyone just needed steel. Because everyone needed steel, they needed steel to, like, for their cars, they need steel to build buildings, they need steel for everything. And that's when Gary was really good, because Gary, to this day, is still really big on steel. Everyone all around the country was flooding to Gary because you had job opportunities, and it was booming, booming. Everyone needed someone like that until the 1960s or 70s, when steel didn't matter about steel anymore. There was just so much steel and so much supply that it wasn't overdue anymore, and so they cut everyone's job offs. And that's when everything started to plummet in Gary, Indiana, because now everyone's losing their jobs. And when everyone lost their jobs, that means the economy collapsed. When the economy collapsed, that means everyone couldn't get paid. That means no one else could get paid to go support the small businesses or anything else in Gary. So now no one has money. And after that happened, that's when the violence happened. So then people started stealing. Then racism started happening, and that also destroyed Gary. And those are the two reasons on why the whole Gary is now a ghost town. Now the craziest thing is that this is once, and I don't think it still is now, but even 10 years ago, Gary, Indiana was the murder capital of the United States. Some interesting facts about this is that actually 80% of Gary was once, white people, and then the other 20% were blacks. And then what happened was like all the white people were able to leave Gary, but the blacks couldn't. And that was also quoted by people in the news and things like that. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. And again, like I said, 36% of Gary right now is still in poverty. So we're gonna go around. I'm gonna show you a bunch of the buildings. What's it look like now? And I'm gonna show you some really cool, interesting abandoned places, of course. Let's go, guys. This is the adventure of Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana, here we come. This whole strip's abandoned. Look at that, the whole thing. Nothing's there. Yeah, so right now, a lot of people are staring at the bus, what Steve said, but it's like, it does stick out, but there is nothing here. Check out this budget motel. Look at that. Oh my God, that's sketchy. That is sketchy. And what's that one right there? I love going to these places though, like, they're just so interesting to me. I don't know why, they're just so interesting. Yeah, as you can tell, a lot of Gary is gone. What we're on, guys, is Broadway. This is pretty much the main street of all of Gary. Broadway Street pretty much connects about everything and everywhere you want to go. Wow, look at all that. The church is abandoned, the bank, the welcome sign's still there. What is that place? That place is sick. Well, guys, there are a lot of abandoned places here. There are a lot of secret places here. You just gotta find them, but I'm telling you, it's crazy. You drive through the neighborhoods, you see stuff abandoned all around us. Like, look at this area. All, like, pretty much gone. So there's a lot of people checking out this bus. Now, it probably is fine, but still, gotta be on alert.
If I'm right, there's a guy walking down the street who had a gun in his trousers, so...
Alright, well, we'll be alright.
Now that I showed you the main street of Gary, let's go check out the first abandoned place.
Alright guys, we are starting off the first place here. It's an old abandoned funeral home way on the outskirts of Gary, but it has a lot of cool value. It's untouched. There used to be power, there's not anymore, but check this funeral house. It's one of the coolest ones. This place is full of everything. The people that used to live here and managed it before, you know, everyone up and left. Everything is still here. Their family photos, all their belongings, their mail. I mean, it's like, it's weird actually. I don't know why actually all their stuff is still here, to be fair. You just gotta watch out just in case there is people here or homeless or anybody. Wow. I mean, even their stuff is still on the bookshelves. And this place has been abandoned for over like 20 years. You can even see the old VHS tapes, CDs, like that's what was used here when this place closed. Like, we're going back into the 2000s, guys. But it's always good to be, you know, and feel safe. But check this out. Oh my God. Now at one time, as you guys know, this was like where you'd have your service, right? So you would speak up there to your, you know, about your loved one and your loved one. They would be dead and the coffin would be right there, which is pretty much how it is now. This is a baby coffin someone placed there. But you can imagine, you know, whatever, and you all go up on there, you say thank you for everyone who has been here and they're joining you today. This would have all been seats. Yeah, funeral homes, they're scary, they're freaky, they're also sad. In this case today, when the owners left, they decided to pack all their stuff and just, I guess, place it here. So I'm not sure what they're up to or what they're doing. This stuff looks pretty new. Wouldn't you just want to sell this stuff when your business went under and gone? That's what makes me think. I'm going this way really quick to figure out if there's anything else here before I start heading into like the morgue room or stuff like that. Oh, this is just the garage. Yeah, look at that. You got an old table saw, bunch of things, ladders. They're turning this into like a workstation, but it's just all thrown everywhere. Oh, this is morgue. Keep out. Oh, what? Now, is it really the morgue or was it an explorer just making it look like that? Like being funny? Let's find out. Oh, that's amazing. It really is the morgue. Dude, look at the slabs right there. Mint. Completely mint. The tools are there to cut up the bodies, to examine them. All of that's here. Even this medical cabinet. These medical cabinets are still hard to come by, but to find that everything is literally inside is so cool. Can you even open this up? You can't even open it up. It's like locked without the key. But one thing I want to point out is look how there's a lot of different makeup. You can see there's like different makeup, nail polish, things like that. And that's just because when you die, they want you to look pretty. So they're also gonna, when they lay your body here, you know, paint your nails or, you know, dress you up, do your makeup, all, you know, around here before they bring you out there. So it is really freaky. It's just how it goes. But this is insane to find this. I mean, this is the whole tiles, everything. This is mint, there's not graffiti anywhere. This is a prime morgue and a prime funeral home for sure. Progressor, it says jigsaw. It's talking about the ultimate cutting system. Now, is this the cutting system to cut into your body? I can probably say most likely it is. It probably really is. You're flipping the switch on? All right, try it. Oh!
You know, I was like, I'm gonna record this cinematic, but if you get it going, I'll keep it in the video. That's crazy.
I told you it had power.
That's crazy.
I'm so happy.
Damn, this place is mint.
So much better with power, right?
The power makes it feel like, yeah, not only alive, but very eerie. This
horror movie.
I was gonna say this is like from Saw, the first movie.
Right.
Saw 1.
The tiles.
Yep, the tiles and everything
like,
makes it feel like Saw.
Sterile it looks and like creepy and the paint peel, like it literally looks like we're at a level of Saw.
That's true. And again, yeah, with the I didn't even point that out, but the paint peel, it's all legit, just natural. Almost missed it. The freezers. Look at this. Back here. Legit proper morgues. The whole body would stay in there and being stored until it got moved. Look at that. That is also freaky, man. God dang. Like, what is all this? Guts? Maybe rust? Guts or rust or both? Blood? Oh my god. And I've never been in a morgue or seen a morgue with the red light on. So does that mean this is gonna get cold again? Like, I don't know. You know, what's crazy is like, it probably was like all this stuff was all stored right over there. And maybe other explorers cleaned this and pushed it all here so they can get the shots. For a lot of explorers, anything to do with morgues are like their holy grail, so I don't know what that loud buzzer was, but that was creepy. I just dipped out. Shit scared me. But look at over here. This place is mint. You got the cross right there. A World War II veteran. Guys, I don't want to interrupt you. So when I was in the morgue, the whole buzzer went off like an alarm system. It was freaky. It was bzzz, the whole thing went off.
What did?
Like,
you want to turn on electricity?
No, it was after. Bro, it was so loud. I'm in there by myself. So there's like a room buzzer or something. It just buzzed so loud. Did you guys press any, right in the morgue? Did you guys press any buttons or nothing? What was it? What was it?
Steve, go in the morgue room a minute and just tell me. No, because I rung this button, call for service.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, you hear it? I'm over there in the morgue. Oh, I'm hearing the buzzer go off. I'm freaking out. One thing, too, is the glass blocks. I love these glass blocks. I didn't even know there was an upstairs. This place really does has everything. Why am I getting like the haunted mansion vibes walking through here? Look at that. Was this the owner? That's the other thing. Who was that? With the chandelier. With the power still on now. Like, it's freaky. Now looking at the front of this place, I also just found this. It says death is a way of life. And that is very true. It's a good positive way to look at things. And I actually think maybe this is the actual funeral director. This is the girl from the newspaper because her photos are also here on the family stuff. Yes. It's always families living in the morgues. Yeah, they live above. But we're going to go upstairs where they used to live, the family. Now, this I got to be careful about, too, because if there is homeless here, you know, sometimes homeless do live in here. I'm just exploring and roaming around if there's anyone up here. I'm not here to hurt or bother you guys. Alright. I feel like we're doing like body cam stuff. Check this out. Yeah, you can see people were here. See the homeless? They used to be here. It looks, it almost looks like they still pop in and live here. That's a scary thing. I'm sure homeless are still here, I bet. Yep, no one's here. Well, that's the house tour. I'm scared. We're gonna keep on going. I'm leaving. See, this calendar says 2020, but I know this place has been abandoned before that, so that goes into, you think that goes into another part, or no?
Well, that's, like, if you think about how long this building is downstairs, this part's like so short, right? Yeah. So there should be more that way. Maybe that's just for the back, like it's just the first level and it goes back, obviously, because that's where the morgue would be, but up here, I don't know, I mean, it could be a door behind there though. It is a door. Yeah, it could go somewhere, but it's all sealed.
Guys, there's awards, which I don't want to show, that are on the wall that shows this was one of the best funeral homes. And I'm not going to say when it closed, but again, it was in the very early 2000s. So this place had everything going for them at one time, or at least the people that ran this place. But you can see all their stuff still on the desk. It's not even a bad office. Yo, Dave. Lord wants us to see this.
I just found cremated remains.
No way.
Yes. Yes. Look. Look at this box. You have to blur the
shit.
details.
Yeah, we're gonna blur everything.
But there's 3 of them.
Yeah, the only thing I'll show is right there, that word, cremation burials. They're inside here.
Uh-huh.
Damn. Why don't the families or anyone take the, you know what I mean? Is it, you have it like,
I don't know.
There's just one homeless guy maybe that died and they were placed here maybe and then they have no family? I don't know.
Crazy.
All right, guys, we are now finished with the funeral home. We are about to bounce out. We shut the power back off.
We did.
So, yes. We're on Broadway, which is the main street of Gary, and I'm walking around because our first stop is here at a White Castle where everyone is right now. But I want to show you just some of the streets here. It is pretty wild to be in this area because it's a very small city. It's very different from like East Coast. They're very different from the West Coast. It gives a different vibe here in Gary. Look at all the streets here on Main Street. They're almost all abandoned. You got a men's store that's abandoned. This Buzz Box is also abandoned. It's all boarded up now. And there's gonna be plenty more. What's up?
Okay, you a reporter or something?
No, I'm just going to White Castle and I was taking pictures.
What are you taking pictures of?
Just the Main Street of Broadway.
Okay. Was that good or good or bad?
Just
a lot of times people been coming through here and they come through Gary and they put out all the stuff and they don't put out the beautiful neighborhoods where I live in, $300,000.
All right, can I interview then? You
yes.
want? All right.
Yes.
All right, so guys, I'm walking the Main Street of Gary because we're gonna go to get the White Castle. And this guy, do you live here?
I'm a precinct committeeman. I was elected official here. I served as on the Calumet Township Trustee Board. I served a total of 8 years, and basically I'm involved in a number of campaigns.
So one question is, have you lived here like your whole life?
I'm 77 years old, and I've been here for. I came here from Arkansas.
How long ago?
Well, I came here in '65. That's.
Okay, so you were here when pretty much everything started to decline, right? From the start, from like the industrial.
I was here when this city was ran pretty much all the business and stuff was whites, and when Richard Hatcher became mayor, he was the first mayor of Gary, African American mayor of Gary, Indiana. Now, if you're going to tell the story, if you let me tell it, let them tell them come to Gary, Indiana. We have some beautiful neighborhoods in Gary, Indiana. So the reason I stopped you, sir, because people come here and they showing the bad thing, but they don't show where people got $1 million homes here in Gary, Indiana. They don't tell you where, if you want to buy something, you can invest in here and you can make something out of it. But I'm just simply saying that we don't like the idea. That's the reason I stopped you, because I seen that the one guy came through here and he every hulled out building he's seen. So, and when they send that across, I had some relatives say, "What's going on in Gary, Indiana?" I said, "Well, they didn't take the parts." I said, "You know, if you're going to take both parts."
Yep. That's why I stopped too, because I also would like to hear like the good stuff. But also, I want to explain. So like, how is it living here now? Because you started 65. How is it turned from then till now?
Okay, right now we're going through it. If you looked around and you probably take some buildings being demolished right now.
Yeah.
Because white businessmen, they abandoned Gary, Indiana. They went to a cornfield, which is South Lake Mall. They went to a cornfield, and that the cornfield now is a mall. However, that mall, they pretty much shut down the mall because Amazon coming, there's no need for malls. So I don't know where they're going, to the moon next. So I'm just simply saying that right now, Gary's we have a new mayor in Gary, Indiana. We have a new mayor, Eddie Melton. He's a new mayor, he just taken office, January 1st. So he's in the process. We've had when we come together, we always win. When we don't, we lose.
Right,
so
exactly.
we coming together as a community, not only Gary, Indiana, but so goes Gary, so goes the whole region here.
Right.
You know, this is the home of the steel mills. That's what when I came here at the time, there was 20,000 people who working for the steel mills, and today, and put technology. I know technology did that. They downsized where you used to have 6 and 8 people running the line. You got 2 people running.
Right.
Technology is good in one way and it's bad in another way because it sends people to the street.
True.
But when you send people to the street, then you have to be able to say, what's next? What do you do? So we're in the process here in this community of trying to get our young African Americans into the crafts and stuff like that, but there has to be a training program, and it should start in the schools,
Right?
Yeah.
So another question is, do you think, because I read online that 36% of the population here is still in poverty, do you think that's still true?
Pretty much, yes.
And if, let's say somebody wants to move here, is there any jobs that's still promising them to like what's the meaning behind, what's the motivation of moving here now?
Well, right now, for leaving here now, Gary is coming up. Right now, it used to be the steel mills. Now we have casinos here. We have one of the largest and most profitable casino right here in Gary, Indiana.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
Have you heard of it? Hard Rock Casino. Pull it up when you get a chance. Hard Rock Casino.
Okay.
Hard Rock Casino is #1 in the state of Indiana. We had our late senator just passed. She was got it here, and of course across the state of Indiana, we're the largest right here, and people are coming. They didn't name it. They didn't name it Hard Rock of Gary, Hard Rock of Northwest Indiana.
Right.
Because they didn't want to put Gary in. But then when people are winning money and stuff like that, they don't care where it is.
Yeah. All right.
So
all right.
So I'm just proud to know that we got that there. And then we're looking forward to a convention center under the new leadership. A convention center which will be mega bucks out there near the casino. That's one of the spots I have.
That's really cool. Yes, so you think Gary's upcoming right now?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Like I say, and others, what I just got through saying, when we come together, we always win. When we don't, we lose. Before there's division sometime within our community.
Yes.
And I used to, when I came here, I seen there was a lot of white flight. But right now there's some black flight because sometimes they're looking for better areas and stuff like that. But we want to show them that Gary's on the rise.
I love that.
Yeah,
I really love that a lot. So, all right, other questions. I did read online that this was the capital, the murder capital of America at one time. Would you say it is now or no?
Well, it depends on where the source come from.
Just online, I heard that multiple.
Well, online, you get a lot of false stuff online.
All right.
No, Gary's not the murder capital of the world.
Okay.
Right now, the population at the time was, when I think that was, Gary came up as 180,000 people resided here in Gary.
Yep.
But now we have lost at least half of the population. And it has to do with maybe the steel mills downside.
Yep.
It's got that many people working. I'm just saying there's a reason for that. They're looking for opportunities elsewhere because when you don't have jobs, and like I say, the casino hires people, and then we got a new, it's a sugar plant that's supposed to be coming here. Well, it was already here, but it's major. And it's going to employ probably a good 7,000 to 8,000.
Wow.
So you get jobs, and you have stuff like jobs, and then you have an administration who look and see the problem. Then they try to do that, in terms of crime. If you give a person a crime, chances are they won't do a job. They don't want their baby to starve because they can't buy milk,
Yep.
So that's where it is.
Hey man, I honestly appreciate your time. I wish I had more to say, but I don't. But
that's fine.
I thank you for your time. Seriously.
You too now.
Have a good one. Okay. Thank you. This is the kind of stuff I want, and the reason why I'm by myself walking on Main Street without my friends. They're at White Castle, and I was like, hey, I want to walk to White Castle just because I wanted to find people or interview some other people around here. So that was really cool because he gave a real honest perspective of Gary. Obviously, he's representing Gary pretty hard. This was actually the murder capital, and he didn't really... He said, oh, you don't believe stuff online right there. So it was. So there's some biased stuff. But generally speaking, I even can actually explain to you that Gary is actually on the rise. One thing I can say is, like, I filmed a TV show here, which was called Epic Exploring. And one of the abandoned places I went by were demolished, and a beautiful park was put there. So the people here and everything is coming back.
Well, today, Gary, Indiana is breaking ground on a new neighborhood stabilization effort.
The mayor will be speaking this morning, sharing his vision for redevelopment in the neighborhood. Joni Jones is live with more details.
Good morning. Well, the mayor has already put his words into action. There are construction trucks all around this neighborhood we're standing in, knocking down vacant homes. They started with this one right here in the 1st District. This is the Etna neighborhood of Gary, and they started the demolition on this house. Nobody really knows just how long some of these buildings have been vacant. They're estimating 20 to 30 years, but now they're paving the way for the new future of Gary, Indiana. Here's some video we have of this house coming down. This is what's going to be happening all over this neighborhood. They are going to be working on several homes. They've got 7 teams, construction teams, who volunteered their time to help knock down the vacant homes, remove the blight in Gary, address the blight, and make way for new development.
We are here at White Castle in Gary, Indiana. Now, I've never actually, I think I had White Castle once, and it was back then, ever. So this is Dave's first time trying a White Castle. This is going to be interesting.
I've seen it in the movies, so I'm really excited.
Oh yeah, yeah, you only seen
like
it.
Harold and Kumar adventure. We've just travelled all the way across America to get White Castle.
It really did though. Oh, do you have the keys? We're going to lock this joint. We are out here. Oh shit. So first off, what the hell do I get?
Everything.
He's out there just relaxing like.
What? No, for real, what do I get? There's too much shit. Everything?
This one right here.
Wait, you can get 100 burgers? Are you doing it?
I'm doing it.
You're doing it? Do it.
No, I'm not.
Ah, come on.
100 burgers.
Come on, dude.
Unless we like all share. And we
That would be kind of funny,
that
but
would last us all week.
that would.
Proof glass. I'm
unlike
not used to
it.
this where I'm from.
Oh.
Nah, dude.
Do it.
I grew up in the suburbs with like white people.
You love me?
Yeah, bro. Listen, I'll take you there, man.
I'm pretty much here to just test try everything. I haven't been to a White Castle. And this is again another bulletproof glass where you can get your burger. So I just told him I never had these sauces.
I'm giving you a double shot for that zesty, brother.
Oh, thank you, bro. Throw them in.
Yep.
Thank you. Have a good one. So we have the zesty sauce I wanted to try really quick. Zesty sauce. Nothing crazy about it. Just says White Castle on all the sauces. They almost all look the same in terms of like, I guess decorations on it. Gotta go in it. Bro, this mad sauce is marinara sauce they're hooking me up with. Oh, I did ask for
Bro, look at this.
Oh my god.
Whoa, show that. Oh man.
Can they see me on that?
Pop in there, pop in there. Look at his loaded fries.
Unreal.
Look how small. Guys, like, it's like my eyeball. This thing is super small.
Damn, I might need to grab some more.
Mukbang. Here we go.
That's why I went for the 10, bro.
Oh, man. Oh, these are good. This is dangerous. I like everything here.
So they
Like-
steam them. They steam cook them.
Even the onion rings are bomb. So right off the bat too, their onion rings is really good. I love their onion rings. All their sauces so far have been amazing. These are, I just love this. Look at that. So little. God, we ate so much White Castle. They're saying watch out for the aftermath. So I don't know if I'm gonna explode or not while exploring, but we'll find out. We are now heading to a Methodist church right now. Again, everything's abandoned that we're going to. Michael Jackson's house we're going to try to go to, but someone actually lives in that house still. And we are roaming around Gary still, but nightfall is ahead, so we got to be quick. How's the KFC abandoned as well, dude? All their stuff's gone. Damn. Oh, the church. I know this church. I've been here. Yeah, we guys got to see this church. Guys, this church in Gary has been here for so freaking long. And the sunset is setting, so we have about a good 30 minutes left at most to see this and still check out a bunch of other stuff. This is a very, very famous spot here in Gary. Actually, for my TV show, I've been and shot here, but this whole thing is completely almost all abandoned. Everything around here. But look at over here. I'll show you the sign of what it says. People have shot their wedding photos here. People have gotten permits to shoot here. But in the last couple years, from the last time I came here, the roof has caved in even more, where I don't think you're getting those shots you used to get when I was here. But this is something right here. You can screenshot this and pause it to learn about it. But again, we are going in. But right off the bat, it's a very like European kind of style architecture here.
Beauty and rebirth in decay. It's a vision of urban exploration, restoration, and development now underway across northwest Indiana.
It's an American ruin, the once grand, long-abandoned City Methodist Church in Gary, Indiana. Extraordinary details still hidden in plain sight everywhere.
It's still beautiful.
Even as the roofless structure itself barely offers cover from the pouring rain. A history that for this church dates to 1926, with decades as a segregated whites-only congregation before eventually closing its doors in 1975.
They refused to integrate, so when people began to move out, their congregation numbers dwindled.
It's in some ways a microcosm of Gary's history. an industrial city that lost more than half its population since the 1960s.
And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this Gary church has been one of my favorite churches I have ever been in, because this is almost like a Gothic revival kind of architecture. This is a church that you literally only see in Europe. And there's nothing left here anymore except this area. And it's amazing, but it is crumbling to the ground. But this is one for the books. I would love to have a picnic here. This is the spot. Look at this. Damn. It's still looking amazing. Yeah, that looks really cool too. The symbol right across from the spot we were at, it's a little trippy and dark, so hang on, is a theater as well. Picture how this place used to look back in the day. This amazing theater right across from that church we were just at, the open view. It is one for the books. Now, any moment, I swear, this place is crumbling down, but it's been here for so long that I wonder if it's just gonna stay up forever. It is about to be dark and we're about to head to the hospital that Michael Jackson was born in. And it's also obviously closed down and abandoned. Once we show that off, we have a crazy place we're going to after this. It's one for the books. I'm actually surprised about it too, so stick around. Explorers, it is getting dark, and here in Gary, that is bad in terms of exploring abandoned places. A lot of people go in there at night, guns, drugs, it all happens. That is not a joke. We have to rush now to Michael Jackson's hospital. We want to go there, we want to explore it, and we're going to be super quick. All these are just quick running guns because we spent a lot of time in the funeral home and we should have spent it all here now. So it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Let's head to the hospital now. Jump cut. Here we are back at the bus, but instead of the church, this is Michael Jackson's actual hospital. This is the one he was born in, things like that. And up here you can see the old cross lingering in the dark beneath the trees. Well, again, to protect myself and everything else, it is super dark at night, and I learned this very well from being in Detroit for my last series. I want to explore here, but I'm not going to go linger all the way around, but we are squatted deep, but just in case, I want to show you guys just a little bit in before I show you guys some crazy stuff we're doing. You can just walk right inside Michael Jackson's abandoned hospital, right here.
That's what I mean, look how,
just casually just walking right over here. Oh, shit. All right, just lurking around Gary's Michael Jackson hospital. Come on, Steve. And we are patrolling around. Well, I like that. Yeah, it's true. Michael Jackson's mom literally walked through some of these. It's pretty cool. The cops are right here. Okay. Watch that light. Yeah. I would turn the lights off right now.
Yeah, the cops are in that building. That's what's the bridge I was talking about.
Yeah. No, there really is.
This is the cop station right here. The headquarters. This whole building.
Well, right there with the light?
The whole thing, big thing, yeah.
Oh, snap. So the cops are connected to Michael Jackson's building. Michael Jackson's building? To the hospital.
That building used to be a part of the hospital also.
Oh.
And then they turned it into the police station.
Oh, okay.
This is an elevator that we have to walk through. Oh,
what?
Bill Finney jumped in it and it almost fell.
Yeah, so
go.
And then be careful with the lights, guys. The police station's still right there.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, you crackhead. God damn it, this scares me. Oh my god, never again am I doing that. Jeez. Yo. It's all gutted now, it's a shell. Wow, this whole place is gutted. This whole place is so gutted. Asbestos everywhere, but no one's kicking it up, so it's not that crazy. This was the old marbling in the center, and that's the only kind of marbling like left. Dang, all this was marble, or somewhat. Spooky! Oh, the door's wide open, bro.
Let's get spooky, guys. Wanna go first?
Yup. Dude, this is nuts. Look at the signs. Look at, you got the signs still here. Employee health services, physical therapy, accounting, payroll, and elevators. And again, guys, this is just part of Gary. This is as much as what we can do at our time here. There is houses, schools, stores, everything is abandoned here. We could do a whole nother video here, but we are on the road trip and we have a lot more to do. You can look to your left and right. All the windows, all the walls, everything is just smashed.
I already did. It's not doing anything.
Oh, that tunnel?
It's a police station.
Well, at least the tunnel is like completely sealed with brick. Yeah, so what they're talking about is like all this stuff down here is just full of asbestos. We have no masks. We're getting on here anyways. There's nothing to show. There's nothing here.
These bricks are made of asbestos?
Pretty much.
Yeah, pure asbestos bricks right here.
This is pure asbestos, all of the see this stuff?
Hmm?
Do you realise the kids have come in here and smashed this place up and all put it airborne for himself?
Oh, dude, they probably are walking out. The people who smashed everything, they have no idea, but they're probably walking out with some lives taken away. Let's get out of here. Guys, really quick, before we head to another spot, which is the Chicago Catacombs, if that makes any sense, we're doing something really cool. I did want to stop here and show you guys Michael Jackson's elementary school. And now Michael Jackson, he actually lived down this street over there, which we're gonna go to. But this was his actual elementary school, so he would walk to school every day. And I find that really cool because everything's abandoned here, so it's just kind of nuts.
We lived in Gary, Indiana. My father worked in the steel mill, and we lived on a street called Jackson Street. Coincidentally, that was the name of the street. And imagine 9 kids living in a 2-bedroom house. We had to wait in line to take baths, and that's a snowball fight, I think. You can see the smile on my face that I loved it. And my father was standing right in front of us, watching us, making sure we did everything just right.
Hometown heartbreak. Meantime, we're live in Gary, Indiana tonight, a town mourning a legend lost.
That community, ground zero for the groundswell of emotion, outpouring of grief and celebration ringing in the street around Michael Jackson's boyhood home. Our crews are live there, just feet from where the Jackson 5 got its start.
But look at this, it says the images of hope. But you know what's crazier? Is how the fact that everything is actually still here. That is also actually insane. All right, guys, we are now in the night bus. And as we drive through this night, we will end up at Michael Jackson's house. It's right there. His house is right here. People live in it right now. It is totally fenced off. This is it. Right here. You can't even see it. Yeah, they blocked it. I can't even show you guys it, but that's the house. Soon after, we drove over to a very strange place known as the Chicago Catacombs.
Are you ready?
Yep. Holy What is that? Do they transport the bodies?
Do you smell death? I can smell it already.
Yeah, there is. I can see spiders too. Now, guys, I don't even know how to start this or say what we're doing or where we are. And I also don't want to say what we're doing and where we are, but we'll get... Oh! Alright, we're just gonna get inside.
Look at the chain as the door.
Oh, you don't think you could do it? You think there's something dead in there? What do you think?
It stinks in there really bad.
Alright,
You'll see why. Go take a look.
Okay.
Dude, is there anything in these?
Oh, holy It really does smell.
Oh, this is terrible.
Alright, so how to explain this? Guys, we're gonna say Chicago's catacombs. How about that? That's what we're in right now. And look, just coffins tucked to the side. You think there's something in this? It smells wicked bad.
I think we should open it.
I don't know about that. You think? Alright, open it.
Right now? Right here, right now?
I don't know. If it smells so bad down here, why would they leave a corpse? You know what I mean? How far do these go?
There's a lot of fresh poop in here. It's like a dog food.
Yeah, there's also these weird, creepy bugs.
Oh.
Those are in my shower sometimes.
Now, once again, guys, we are underground now in the catacombs of Chicago. That's the most information I'll give. But what the f? What the hell?
This is insane already. It smells really bad.
Are these all like just coffin tops?
Storage for coffins.
It's just all poop and water and sewage emptied in here. There's a animal bone down here. Look at their head. Yup. Now, to think this is underground of the funeral home is absolutely freaking nuts. There's actually like a statue. Yeah, you see? It's maybe Jesus. He has his hand at his cheek.
See that? Yeah.
Yep. Gotta watch out if there is people here.